The cardiovascular system is composed of a vast network of tubes. These tubes carry vital oxygenated blood to the rest of the body, including your brain. There's one tube of interest that's located behind the stomach, which is known as the abdominal aorta. What happens to this abdominal aorta, it starts to grow irreversibly, it starts to dilate and balloon. And this condition is known as an aneurysm. So the abdominal aortic aneurysm, if it's left untreated, it can go on to rupture. And rupture is a catastrophic event that occurs. All the blood that's supposed to go to the rest of the body starts to pool up in the stomach. If the patient is not near a hospital, they'll most likely pass away from complications. So this is actually one of the 13 leading causes of cardiovascular death in the world currently. So surgeons do have different techniques to repair this condition, but it's actually unclear when they should actually treat these patients. So the current rule of thumb they have is if the aneurysm is greater than 5 centimeters, let's go ahead and repair it. But there's a vast amount of literature that has shown that even smaller aneurysms, less than 5 centimeters, do rupture. So my research is pertinent to understanding what are the underlying causes of rupture. And this entails on understanding how strong the material is. So our lab is one of the first labs to actually take ruptured aneurysms out of patients and unruptured aneurysms out of patients and compare how strong the material is. So what I'm doing is I'm coming up with novel techniques into inflating the tissue to understand how strong the material is, and in turn, use that information, import it into a computer model to maybe give some predictors on when rupture actually occurs. So with my research, I plan on using it to shed light on the underlying causes of rupture and also give surgeons valuable insight and information on when or if they decide to do life-saving surgery. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So can you tell us a little more about yourself?
So I grew up in Iowa City, actually. I was born and raised here. I went to City High School and got, yeah. I also got my BSc from Iowa in biomedical engineering, got my master's, and yeah, on the way to getting the PhD, we hope next semester. Yeah.
So what do you do in your free time?
I have no free time, but
Okay.
I launched a Kickstarter, and I've been doing a lot of this crowdfunding and social media. So this is like a shameless plug to cross-promote, but I've been doing a lot of social media to promote what I'm doing on the internet. But
so
yeah.
what's your Kickstarter?
So it's it's actually sort of like it's another 3MT, but it's just a 3D printed kit that people can use and learn how to use microcontrollers and robotics, and includes a bunch of sensors. But
interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
So ideally, it's on the fence what I decide to do after I graduate, but I hope to be able to teach and research at the same time. So wherever that may lead me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.